How are you doing, everybody? It's Mr. James back again with a Google tutorial. Today we'll be talking about Google Slides. It is relatively familiar with any other PowerPoint, Microsoft PowerPoint application that you've used, but we're just going to go through a couple quick things here through Google Slides. If you look here with your tabs up in the top right corner, when you open up your Google Chrome window, you can hit those 9 little squares right there, which will drop down. You can go right to Google Slides here. So as it's loading, it's going to bring us to their homepage. So you can see that we have a blank presentation, we have science project, flashcards, book report, and field trip. I feel like a lot of these 4 templates here, or template gallery, get overlooked. So I'm going to quickly go over a blank presentation and show you a couple things in there, and come back to show you how these templates can be really resourceful in your classroom if you're ever working on a project or anything that might have to do with a field trip or you're just studying for a test with flashcards. So let's click new presentation. So just like any other PowerPoint application, it brings you to your homepage for that presentation as it loads here. 1 second. I'm not going to do much about making a PowerPoint. I'm only going to show you how what these have to do with up here, with our slide layout, back and forth, printing, and other sorts of things. So let's start up here in File. If you want to file, you can open up a new document, spreadsheet presentation through Google Slides. You can open up a previous slide or presentation you have from open right here. You can import slides from another PowerPoint to bring them together. Making a copy, if you make a PowerPoint for your class and you share it on the Google Classroom and you want your kids to go in to make edits and whatnot, they can come here to make a copy, which saves them a fresh presentation. And if they make any edits to it, it will not affect the original copy that was made by yourself. You can transfer and download to a Microsoft PowerPoint from this Google slide here. PDF, JPEG, PNG image, anything of those sorts that can be transferred over. You can also rename it, or just come on right up here. We'll say Google Slides, and that automatically is saving it there for you, and all changes save the drive. So any type of edit that you make to your slide automatically saves without you having to do anything. So if you want to rename it, you can just rename it up here, or it can also save it for you if you make any changes. All right, moving on. You can also go to Edit. There's Undo, which takes away anything. You can also undo with these arrows here. You can go Undo, or you can go to Redo. This is helpful if you just make a quick little mistake. Let's go back to Edit. You can obviously paste if you're copying something from an article and you want to put it in here for your students. Just paste. Duplicate. You can make doubles, okay? So it has 2 different text boxes here, which we don't need. So we'll just undo that. Oh, there we go. I'm going to View. This is when you're done with your presentation. You can go to Present, which will bring you to a full screen when you're ready to present it to your students. Obviously, it's blank. We have nothing, so we'll go back. Now I'm just clicking the Escape button after I get to the Present there. Let's go back to View. Animations. So there are transitions. So if you have words in your slide and you want to go from bullet to bullet, you can dissolve, fade, slide from right, from left, flip, or cube, or gallery. You can do multiple things to make the words pop out and kind of engage your students with anything you're doing. Zoom, you can make it larger. Guides, not going to really use these much here. Then the Snap to, let's see here. Normally I want to take on slides. I'm not really sure what that does there for the Snap to. I feel like it has to do with once you have more slides. There are speaker notes, and then once again, you can go back to just full screen there. Insert. This is great for images. So if you have any images, you can upload from your computer, search from the web, which is directly from Google, upload photos from your drive, photos on your computer in general by URL, or your webcam that you have on your computer. You can do shapes. So you can go here, add a circle, just hold down, and then your circle is there for you. Then you can write something in those circles. Let's do the undo button to get rid of that. You can also do charts, tables, any size that you want that it will allow you. There's word art, there's lines that you can draw, animations again. You can also make comments. So if your kids make a Google presentation, you can comment like nice job, or give them feedback if they need to edit or do anything to their presentation. All right, slides. So you can add a new slide right here. You can also duplicate the slide. That's just like making a copy of it. You can delete it, skip, move. You can change the background. Okay, you can either choose a color, remove with red. Okay, where was I? And then you can also apply a layout. So here, normally, typically, you just have your title right here, and where you can add your details. But you can also just go to apply layout. There's different ones here, so you can make it look like that. In case you want two separate sides, there's a lot of different layouts you can do. Here's your transition, which can also be done here over here. And then you can also change the theme, which these different themes kind of give you a theme throughout the whole entire presentation. That way, you don't have to change the background. Each slide has a certain theme for each slide there, so you don't have to deal with it. Here, the background does stay because we did change it, but if we wanted to do it or add another slide, okay, it would still have that background. You can do spelling. You can explore through the internet on here. You can do voice to text, which is good for some students, script editor, preferences, and activity dashboard. So what I cover is the main parts of our PowerPoint. Once again, you can change the background here. You can change the layout quickly, like we just looked at. Let's just do it to there. You can see how that changes. Theme and transition as well. And this is kind of like your workstation over here, where you can either search or look up different things. If you want to share it with somebody, you can click here, and you could just type in myself. Okay, I could share it with myself or a different student. But I also want to go back and show you those other templates that we have, because they are really helpful for certain presentations you might have in mind or projects for your students. I'm going to go through these very quickly. We have our science project. So pretty much these templates are geared towards either science project, flashcards, book report, or field trip. So look at the science project. The great thing I like about this is they sent the whole entire template up. All your students have to do is go in and change the words on the slide. They don't have to do anything else. It's done for them. They just have to change the information there based on what their project is. They can change the transitions and whatnot, but I feel like a lot of people overlook these templates and may not use them majority of the time. But there's procedures, hypothesis, tell the audience what you expect to happen, hypothesis support. I think this is what is going to happen because it's really geared nicely towards any type of experiment that the kids want to do. We'll go back. That's the science experiment. We have flashcards. Great for studying for tests for kids who would like to do it in that way. If they don't have flashcards handy, I'm going to use Spanish quiz flashcards in this example here. Let's wait for it to load. Okay, so obviously we know it's a pineapple, la pina, and then this is just for example, so a car, coche. All right, so it's just, you get the idea. There's just different things that you could do there for your students if they want to choose that route. So the flashcards, book report. This might be one that people may want to use. All right, we have about 30 seconds left here. So it has about the summary, the setting. Once again, your kids just have to go in and look through there and make sure that they just change what they need to. Make sure you double check and look at these different templates. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. Thanks again, and we'll see you soon.